Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Autumn Asylum Day 1. 2 tag title matches, 1 tag team title, 1 the ABP Championship held by this man, but we're far from the main event. It's Pepsi Zero versus Piccolo. I am the Sentinel.
I am Abizzle, your king, your rock. Let's get this going!
Well, Abizzle, this has been a long road to get here from Autumn Asylum, a hell of a summer series, and AB, I must admit, while you have proven to me that it has benefited me greatly to have you running the show, it has been a bit chaotic here in CIW, so much so that I am blowing the name of my own promotion. You have thrown so much out of whack, and yet you in fact are main eventing tonight, and it seems like we're just getting started.
We're going to buy them letters, all the vowels. We're going to buy the vowels, all the vowels.
That's
we're going
right.
to I-E-A-L-U,
That's right.
all
We got our eyes right on you, Ryan Seacrest. Here comes Pepsi Zero. Now, this match came about because at fatal attrition during the summer series at our June show, No Man's Land, this man, the most charismatic man in all of CIW, Piccolo,
that's my homie.
one half of the Greasy Green Gigolos, the winners of the Rebels and Redcoats tournament earlier in the spring, Piccolo pinned Pepsi Zero during that crazy series of cage matches. And Pepsi Zero does not take to being pinned lightly. Do you remember what happened when Ganondorf pinned Pepsi Zero in a multi-man setting?
Well, if you were reminding the viewers at home what happened.
Well, Pepsi Zero said, Pepsi Zero has lost 0 times. And then they fought, and Pepsi Zero won.
Yes, he did.
Now, so then when I asked Pepsi Zero why we're having this match, it was the same answer. Pepsi Zero has lost 0 times. And then he texted that to you, and then you texted me, and this match is happening now as a result. Who you got and why?
Well, man, I gotta tell you, Piccolo gave me this awesome sensu bean that looks like a mushroom, and I'm about to eat it right now.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
There's some bias right.
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, and you know, the thing is that speaking of mushrooms, I guess that's about as good a plug as any.
Yeah, let's get...
As good a plug, and that's a good a plug as any right there to mention that we have the tag titles on the line, a match that you have manipulated somewhat. It is DC, Aquaman, and Batman going up against, I'm sorry, not Aquaman and Batman, but Penguin and Batman. Oh, God, now they're just shoving each other. We've got ourselves into just a shoving match here to start out. God, this is brutal right from the beginning. And countering a punch there was Piccolo, and Pepsi Zero did not know what to make of that.
That was added.
Yeah, that was an immediate hustle. And Pepsi Zero thinking maybe I've made a mistake here. As he is fucking all the way off. Hey, come back, man. Come back, Pepsi Zero. You're literally gonna, that's it? Oh, come on. That's not necessary. Why?
You're back in the ring. Got money to make.
Get back in there. And now Piccolo is thinking about going after him, has broken up the count, but he's just sitting there, just pandering to the crowd that is not responding. Clearly a Coca-Cola crowd in attendance here tonight.
Yeah, we only got sponsored, paid guests from Coke to come on in. Sorry, Pepsi man.
Well, they're actually more of a Monster Rehab crowd now that that's the only thing we sell at the concession stands, thanks to your edict.
That is 100% fact. These are all monsters at the audience.
You know, it's specifically Monster Rehab. And now, look at how much just dogging we're seeing from Pepsi Zero. Atypical, and that's the kind of influence the Shades of Black have had on this individual.
Oh, I don't think we announced, but Pepsi Zero's Pepsi machine, we replaced all that with Monster Rehab.
Yeah, that probably hasn't helped his mood because he lost the fatal attrition match. And then you replace all of his machines. He's making no money here anymore, except for his wrestling contract.
Yeah, he's making us money.
And he's certainly trying to absorb the energy of the crowd that's not drinking his beverage. What a right hand and a chop.
Wow, look at these moves going crazy.
Yeah, and you know, the thing about Pepsi Zero is that it's not necessarily the fanciness of the moves, it's the impact those moves have.
Yeah.
And Abizzle, you know, I started to mention the tag titles on the line, Triple Threat Hardcore, Tornado Rules, DC, Penguin, and Batman versus Mario and Luigi, speaking of mushrooms, and then the injected team that you did by your executive order of Tenacious E. And so we'll see who comes out of that a victor. It's amazing how many unearned title shots Tenacious E has earned, quote unquote, over the past 4 months, but I'm not one to speak about it. Look at the power. Oh, God. just hanging him gut first on the ropes is Pepsi Zero. Vicious tactics here from the canned caper.
Look at them moving. Look at the legs. My God. Come on, Piccolo.
And, of course, later on, speaking of the Shades of Black, we have the implosion of the 10-year-old faction. Neo versus Riddick, one-on-one. That's going to be a little bit later on tonight. And then, of course, you, sir, in that blindingly, dazzlingly beautiful belt you're wearing here at ringside. This match, the ABP Championship, the title rematch, Abizzle one-on-one with Sephiroth, and our first ever wrestling audio cam. So, folks, you are going to be hearing Abizzle's got a microphone, a wireless microphone attached to him. Oh, wait a second. Pepsi Plunge. That's got to be it. Pepsi Plunge. Nobody kicks out of the Pepsi Plunge, except for Ganondorf once, but nobody kicks out of the Pepsi Plunge. That has got to be it. No way Piccolo kicks out of that. It's over here. 1,
oh my God.
2, 3. No!
Yes, right, Piccolo.
You gotta be kidding me.
You get that green ass up.
And Pepsi Zero is incensed. Piccolo fights on, and now that means 2 members of the Greasy Green Gigolos have kicked out of the Pepsi Plunge. But I gotta tell you something, AB. The Pepsi Plunge doesn't hurt as hard without the calories.
Yeah.
Nobody kicks out of the Pepsi Plunge when it's Pepsi Man. But that's not Pepsi Zero. That's not what Pepsi Zero has done lately. And I don't want to say nothing, but less calories means it's less potent, I guess.
That and we tampered with his drink.
Oh no! Hey, so, come on!
Hey,
no, there's no reason to do that. That's referee Jonah Hill.
Like and subscribe right now and leave a comment to save Jonah Hill's back. You
save
saw
a
that?
Referee today. Jonah just got out of the dock. He just had a physical that was on, CIW's dollar. We thank you all for subscribing. We've got a lot of new people coming this year, a lot of newcomers. Thank you all very much for coming and inviting us into your home here on the 7. No, stop it! Stop it, Pepsi Zero! And now the knee of Jonah Hill has been assaulted because Pepsi Zero is now a sore loser. Can't come to terms with the fact that Piccolo kicked out of the Pepsi Plunge.
My Lord.
And the cover, there's nobody to count it. You kicked the referee, you idiot.
There's no one there. I better get out of there.
And now somehow back up on his feet, staggered his way to attempt to make a count, and now has the balls to argue with him.
Wow. Amazing.
That's the Shades of Black influence if I've ever seen it.
Look at him go. Slap him down.
There we go. Now a power slam from Piccolo. Piccolo trying to work his way back into this. And a punch to the dick.
A rare bonsai.
Big punch to the dick. Message sent.
Message sent. And if Pepsi Zero wins, you guys all get cans of Pepsi Zero. I thought we put an embargo on that. Get that out of here. Y'all are going to get Monster and some freaking Pepsi. Wait,
please give us money. This has not stopped since last week. This is when I said that Abizzle was insistent on this. I was not kidding.
Yeah.
Listen, but these plugs are earning me Venmo drops. You're not hearing the sounds from my phone, folks, but I'm getting noties. I'm getting multiple noties.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Pepsi Zero. And oh God, what a double P! What a PZ spine buster.
Happy.
That has got to hurt, and Piccolo's not looking good now.
Oh, my boy.
Piccolo needed 3. Keep in mind, Piccolo needed 3 special beam pile drivers to take Pepsi Zero down in the Fatal Attrition matchup. No one has pinned Pepsi Zero in a one-on-one setting. Can he do it here tonight as Piccolo tries to redeem himself after not winning himself? It was Reptile who emerged from that match victorious. Piccolo not thrilled about the fact that he got eliminated, even though he got thrown off the top of the cell twice. I don't know what you want.
Yep.
And now he's not looking good, AB. What's it going to take for Piccolo to come back against a very angry Pepsi Zero?
Send that message. Beat that can. Punch the zero out of him. That's what he's going to have to probably do.
So he's going to have to take him into the Pepsi negatives then. Oh, what a close line.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if there's anyone who could do it, it's Piccolo. He had a whole series where he was the main villain of the entire series before the popular one came out.
Yep.
So, he knows what it's like to be in a position like Pepsi Zero's in. Oh, punch to the dick. There you go. That's what you told him to do. Send a message.
Yep.
And, enough for nothing, Piccolo, he became kind of a joke in the later seasons of Dragon Ball Z, and I thought that was unfair of Piccolo, and he always deserved better, I thought, and he loosened himself up. That helped. You know, him being as easygoing. I heard you partied with him last week. Did you finally get him up to the moon?
You know what? We took a detour. We didn't go to the moon. We went to Namek instead, and had a ball in time. Not gonna lie.
I'm surprised. And so you kind of gave up on trying to get him to a place that he's blown up. Dropkick.
Yeah, he told me about Namek, so we went over there. I can't talk about what we did over there.
What happens in Namek stays in Namek. I know. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
I've never been, but he's told me stories, and now let's talk about the story of his spine being split in half as Pepsi Zero vaults him over the top.
Yep.
And Pepsi Zero, what are you doing? You are too big to be on top of that turnbuckle. Elbow drop. And Piccolo got the knees up. Piccolo got him with the knees. There might be life in Piccolo yet.
He's moving. He's moving.
He's trying as the referee's count is nearing 4. But Piccolo is in rough shape, man. He's taken quite the beating. He's already gotten a Pepsi plunge, somehow kicked out of it. But now Pepsi Zero's starting to feel a little bit of that. Those knees definitely did some damage.
He's moving. He's moving.
Wait a minute. Pepsi. Special beam pile driver. Piccolo's got the special beam pile driver. Pin him, Piccolo. Pin him. You might be the first to do it in a one-on-one setting. The cover. Down goes Jonah. 1, 2, 3! He did it! Somehow Piccolo digs down deep and comes out with a huge victory over the otherwise unbeaten one-on-one Pepsi Zero. He survived the Pepsi plunge. He survived an impending elbow drop, got the knees up at the right time. Your victor, Piccolo. After Reptile got his win on the pre-show against Dermac, a win, another win for the Gigolos. Your thought, AB?
I'm excited. Here, bonsai for you, bonsai for the guest. Someone has a gold chunk in a bonsai.
Is this a Japanese maple? Word. Appreciate that. Thank you. A beautiful green Japanese maple given to me right here at the table. Hopefully no one goes through it. Although the bonus would pay for the bonsai tree, I guess. But here comes tag team titles. And while I still don't think that Jack Black and Eclipse deserve all of the chances you've been giving these motherfuckers, here they are with another shot at the only gold that they haven't had a shot against, basically. Although, I must admit, seeing how you're the only one wearing any, I find it kind of interesting that they keep getting these chances.
All I know is that the bet is on them to lose tonight, so let's see if they make us some money.
Yeah, you know, at first I thought that they were using you to get ahead, but now I'm starting to think that maybe we're talking about something different here.
You know how expensive all this stuff has been? We got to make as much money as we can.
And you know what? And they could shock the win. Now, what happens if they win the well, it's actually kind of a win-win for you, because if they win the tag titles, then you have 3 out of the 4 belts that males can win in CIW, and that's a huge power shift. Not that you need it, but that's huge. And it also puts DC, these guys who have been the longest reigning tag team championships non-hiatus counting in CIW history. They've been champions since the WrestleBration 9. So it has been a year and 6 months basically. Actually, that might not be true. I think they might have won them at Revelation. But the point is, they've had these belts for a very long time. And here comes Luigi, one half of the Mario Brothers. Luigi, who is, I don't want to say nothing because I know that both of these brothers are sensitive about this. But it kind of makes me think with these guys that Luigi's been doing a lot of the heavy lifting in their success. Mario's kind of been getting the crap kicked out of him, and Luigi's been there to save the day, came back quite a few times in quite a few situations, and was the reason that they won their tag team championship, their tag team #1 contenders match against Team Mischief back at the Midsummer Showdown. Here comes the other half, who insists on coming out last because he's the most important guy in the franchise.
Yep. There he is.
There he is. But he is a former 2-time lightning weight champion on TAW programming. And he is certainly, this is another opportunity, is a 3rd opportunity to win gold in CIW, having competed for the Exceeds Championship twice. Unfortunately, not coming out on top on either of those situations. But is there a scenario here with it being everything goes, hardcore rules, you can hit people with weapons, the first person to get a pinfall on somebody else wins it for their team. It's anything goes, falls count anywhere. It's mayhem at its finest. what is it going to take for Tenacious E to sneak out of this a winner? Because they've got some power in Eclipse, and they've got charisma in Jack Black. I don't know if I'd necessarily call it brains, but he's got charisma. What's it going to take for them to sneak one out? Can they pin the champions, or do they have to beat the challengers and keep DC out of it?
They have to remember the gauntlet that I set them at, and they have to send a message. Now, they have to keep sending a message. If they don't do that, they're not going to win.
I got to ask you a question. Now, when you talk to Tenacious E before these matches, are you telling them you're betting against them? Like, are you telling them, I'm betting that you lose?
No, that would hurt their morale. I'm telling them that I'm betting money that they're going to lose, but if they win, I will lose that money, so don't lose me any money tonight.
So they're.
I don't think they received the message well.
I don't think they got that. That was kind of weird. That was confusing to me when you said it. And they're ready. Yeah. Oh my God! And these two, they are hauling their way down.
I think that mushroom from Piccolo's kicking in.
Yeah, I know. Well, Tenacious E looks like Jack Black might have eaten one, even though he's. You want to talk about people who detest the Mario Brothers with a passion, as Eclipse is shaking his booty. I'm not really sure why.
Maybe shaking his booty like that, man.
You know what? I'm told that he and Moon Mama have had quite a number of conversations of late. And
oh no, are we identifying genders tonight?
I'm identifying nothing about Eclipse. I know nothing of. You would know more about Moon gender than I would. You're way closer to it than I am.
All I know
I'm assigning nothing to nobody. I'm assigning wrestling commentary to this match. And that's what it's all about, folks. The CIW Tag Team Championships, as Abizzle and I sprint away from that conversation. And here we go.
He wrote Moon Man on his application. That's all I have to say.
That's right. That's all we got. That's as much as we got going for us. We have never asked. We do not ask. We do not tell. We just let them wrestle. Let them fight.
We generally don't care.
We genuinely don't care. You know, we're here more for the action here, and that's what it's all about. And this is going to be chaotic from the start, but so far all 6 here in the ring. There's one sledgehammer out and one chair that's set out for them, and anything else they need is probably underneath the ring, as far as you have told me.
Oh yeah, I told Tenacious he used the chair. That also helped him win.
Well, Eclipse looked at
Penguin heard me.
And, oh no!
Penguin heard me.
Eclipse looked at it, but Penguin used it. As Penguin just going to town, and good job by Luigi there on Batman. And folks, this is going to be a little bit hard to call with 6 people in it at the same time, so bear with us here. And now, and a right hand from Mario to Jack Black. Mario successful when Luigi made his return.
Whoa! Round we go.
Big side slam there from the Penguin. Penguin, the heaviest and slimiest of the bunch. We found out recently that he is also Irish. Thank you, Colin Farrell, for telling that. Oh, what a German!
Did not know that.
Yep, Colin Farrell is the Penguin. I didn't realize that. So thank you, Colin, for being fat and now being slimy and being Irish.
I thought it was Danny DeVito.
Not all.
I thought it was Danny.
Well, it is, but, you know, of late, I mean, this is Danny DeFarrell. So he's an Irish Italian. Yeah, he's really drunk and angry, and he uses his hands a lot. It's a whole bunch of mixed messages.
Oh my God.
And we've seen him carry around that bag of dick fruit. That's the Italian side for sure. Without a doubt, that's the Italian side.
That explains the bag of dick.
And speaking of torturous situations, Luigi getting his little baby Luigi's, the baby Daisies, are getting assaulted, their testicular torture at the hands of Jack Black. Meanwhile, sledgehammer shots to Mario from the Penguin. Eclipse is walking around doing nothing.
Maybe Penguin was like listening underground to when I was giving everybody the pep talk.
Wait a second. Pepsi plunge. Pepsi plunge. Down goes Mario. That could be it right there. Mario's already looking bad. And there we go. Now Eclipse has got the sledgehammer and choking up the Penguin. Batman is on top, took care of Luigi. Jack Black just kind of taking a powder over here next to our commentary table.
$1,000 to the next person to send a message.
Yeah, and I will say it's we got to watch out in this situation. I thought that first match might have been a little nicer on Jonah Hill. This match is like, just run for your life, Jonah. All he's there
I was
to
about to
do
say,
is,
let's go.
you know, he's only there to count a pinfall or call for the submission. There really aren't many rules beyond that. Everybody just shuffling outside of the ring. There's a weapon fight happening between Eclipse and
Jonah! Oh no, Jonah! Oh, he's down.
Batman used barbed wire on Jonah Hill's head.
Oh man,
he didn't need that. His concussion's bad enough as just because he was in a spaghetti western doesn't mean you need to turn his head into spaghetti. I am verklempt
right now.
Oh, unbelievable. But now the referee is down as, you know, oh God. And now Jack Black has got Batman's arm. A lot of history between Jack Black and Batman going all the way back to the Elimination Chamber a few years back. As these gentlemen are all looking for that CIW Tag Team Championship held by DC. Can they retain against the individual? We didn't really talk a whole ton about the disadvantage that DC is in, having to compete against four guys where they don't even need to be involved in the equation in order to lose their tag titles. Uh-oh. Table. Here comes the table. This could be big.
Bonus time, baby.
Let's
go.
Oh, and now it could just choking the life, the Penguin choking the life out of Mario there with that table cord that we've seen pulled. And Abizzle, you have since you've taken over, you have quadrupled the amount of the bonus for a table. So, well, I might just hear ching ching, but Mario's going to be hearing pain. Penguin plunge into the table.
That's a bonus.
And that might be over. 2, 3. Luigi not able to get there in time. DC wins. Somehow, DC slinks their way out of another against the odds situation and pulls off a win. But Mario, man, he might need his neck readjusted. He already had a short neck. It's even shorter now.
I got a rough time with DC, but I will say Penguin's still an OG homie. He knows about the bonus. He got us a bonus.
Yeah, but it's not his bonus. No, you know, he's honestly probably just happy that you took out Corleone, given their past. But so he was like, yeah, you know what? I'll throw you some money. So great. I'm glad that you're chumming up to the slimiest person in the worst faction that we have.
Yeah.
It really makes me feel good about our tag champions. Their reign somehow continues, but now things get personal.
Oh, shoot.
Riddick versus Neo. Now, back at No Man's Land during Fatal Attrition, where Reptile had his back against the wall, it was Neo and Riddick versus Reptile, and all of a sudden, Riddick and Neo started going at it. And nobody understood why, and I had to go back and figure out what it was that caused these two to have such an issue. Beyond the leadership issue of who's the leader of this thing, which has been in dispute between these two from the start. In addition to that, I went back and do you remember that triple threat you and I watched between these three, between these two and Agent 47, where we spent basically 40 minutes kind of talking about the scuttlebutt around the water cooler?
Yeah.
So it turns out, I did a little research. It turns out that most of that was true. And the biggest thing was that recently, Neo has been kind of flexing the fact that he doesn't need Manscaped because his hair is so lush. And it's brought up a lot of resentment about the hazing pranks that were done to this man, Riddick. And I thought it was the opposite. I thought that Riddick was going after Neo for something that Riddick, you know, was just bitter about. But no, it turns out that Neo has been quite the prick to him and has also said that Agent 47 isn't a real hitman of late. And so there's been a lot of behind the scenes bitterness and resentment between these two for a while. And I think Riddick finally snapped. And Neo refuses to apologize for shaving their two heads and keeping his hair.
Wow.
And you'd think that hair would not be the cause of such 10-year resentment. But when the hazing pranks were as rough as they were, you kind of can't be mad about this happening. But Neo also mentioned that he knows better hitmen, and I have no idea what he meant by that.
Such bald, blunt remarks will not be tolerated here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, listen, Riddick is, I as someone who shaved of his own volition, I do feel for Riddick having that happen against his will. I've been bullied by my hair by people, and now, hey, wait a second. What is this music? Who is this? They're just about to lock up. What's going on here? Somebody get to the bottom of this? Do we have any... Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. What is John Wick doing here?
Oh, snap. It's
What
John
in
Wick.
the hell is John Wick doing here?
Man, it took him long enough.
It took him long enough. He's not even a part of CIW. Oh, God. And now jumping Riddick from behind is Neo as John Wick was making his way down here.
John, come get your dog.
Well, he needs his dog, but what? But his dog's not in CIW, but I mean, I guess the tie, I mean, he is a hitman, to be fair. Is this what Neo was talking about? And they're both Keanu Reeves, so they must have some sort of soul bond connection, as we've seen with the Natalie World Order.
The Keanu connection.
No, God, I'm not calling them that. Dear God. Yeah.
At least it's not a third K in there. We're okay.
Yeah, but I cannot bereaves this. And now come on, I'm getting involved. And now tipping the hand of Riddick, and thankfully, Riddick was able to counter Neo, but it's clear that John Wick here is on Team Neo, and I want to know where Agent 47 is, and a power slam from Riddick, as Riddick now, I don't even know if Riddick was prepared for this. I wasn't for sure.
He's getting beat.
He's getting beat down, and of course, you know, as you've called it now, Abizzle's rules instead of Corleone's rules. Now, if you leave the ring, if there's any corner men, it is fair game. They just can't enter the ring and attack you.
Yep.
And now, right to the eyes, because Corleone is still out recovering from injuries. I have not heard back from him in a hot minute. Disconnected his phone, by the way. I tried to call him. He, disconnected his line. So I don't know where the hell he is.
He's only answering the pigeon right now. Pigeon phone, pigeon mail.
Yeah, well, apparently. And he's,
I get the damn pigeon to send to him.
Because he wants to send you a horse head. That's why. After what you did to him. So, if I would keep your pigeons to yourself, sir. As John Wick can't keep his hands to himself, as he again trips up Riddick and gives Neo the advantage.
Look, I said sorry. I keep sending these damn pigeons over to Corleone and saying, I'm sorry. I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
He's not happy. I imagine he's not happy. He won't talk to me. And I assume you have not received a return pigeon.
Yeah, no, none of the pigeons have come back. I've sent like 8 pigeons.
Yeah, and you know what? I can account for I can count for 2 of them. You want to know why? Because one was sent to my house with a dead carrying one of the pigeons with its neck snapped. So,
oh no!
And I know that wasn't meant for me because there was a note on the dead pigeon that said send to Abizzle. So he's middlemaning me when he could just send the pigeon to you. I don't know why he got me involved in this.
That's wild. Jesus.
But in any case, if you want to talk about personal, this right here, and you know what? I just got a text from Agent 47. Oh God, the knees to the gut from Neo, who has taken complete control of this match with John Wick getting every advantage he can. Oh, but a running neck breaker from Riddick.
Nice neck.
I just got a photo from Agent 47 and a text that says, this is where Neo said my startup investor was, and it's just an empty warehouse.
Oh, no.
He's in Rochester, New York. Folks, we are not in Rochester, New York. We are a long way from Rochester, New York.
Don't do business in New York you don't know about.
Well,
Damn it.
But that's something else we talked about during that triple threat. Agent 47's startup business that never got off the ground. Neo knew that and sent Agent 47 over there. Oh, God. And now hitting him with a Matrix.
Oh.
Because you know Agent 47 would have sided with Riddick because he's bald. The cover, this could be over here. 1, 2, 3. No!
Not over yet.
Riddick kicks out somehow of the Matrix.
Woo!
And Riddick, but he is by himself, and there's no way Agent 47's getting here in time. But
They're getting clipped.
And so now I think we're starting to see a bigger plan here. It makes me wonder if Neo was starting to ready to make his moves and his cutaway with John Wick, knowing that he was on his side long before this. And what does this mean for the future of the Shades of Black? You've got 2 Keanus who are causing mayhem, one of which helping the other. And the only ally Riddick had is somewhere up in upstate New York.
Damn.
Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know who got a chair out. That must have been John Wick.
Oh, I brought that chair out. That was me.
Folks, dude, you're up next too, because I know you're getting ready and you've got your mic on. Your mic all set up?
Oh yeah,
All ready to go?
Whoa.
I mean, by the way, I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I do like this autumn-themed plaid suit that you got going on here. Oh, no, not another Matrix. At the same time that John Wick was distracting the referee, and the cover here, that's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No way.
Yeah. We're not done yet.
Way. And, oh, God, John Wick's mad. Oh, God, there goes the bonsai tree. Oh, I wanted that.
Oh, hey, easy. You should put it in this little
I wouldn't
container.
do that to your dog. And now, oh, he's taking it out on all the tables.
Oh, let's go. Double
He's
bonus,
taking it out
baby.
on
Let's get it. Come
all
on.
the tables.
Oh, Johnny,
God.
get it.
Double wrench to
here.
the arms. And now the referee count
Right
for 2.
there.
Springboard and barely hits the back heel, going after the Achilles, I guess, with that springboard. And oh, God, this isn't good. Oh, wait a second. We're getting another thank you to our production team for reassembling that table after the penguin plunge. Don't tell me. No, not a silencer.
Oh,
Into the
that's a
same
bonus.
table.
Woo!
And I appreciate $40,000 in one night. Trust me, I appreciate that. But I'm real. Come on now.
Table 2. We're going to get some new ones in here.
Yeah, and Abizzle, did you notice that John Wick just used Agent 47's silencer?
Damn. That's
So
cool.
I guess there are better Hitman talk was not just talk. As
Yeah.
Riddick trying to get back into this, but I don't know how you do, especially when John Wick is coming after you like this. Oh, come on. You're not going to make this a count-out victory for Neo. Come on.
Oh, you know,
Don't be like that. Don't be like that. And now, oh, there we go. Now throwing him back into the ring.
There we go.
But I mean, still, the odds are so far stacked against Riddick right now. I don't know how you survive this. What do we win if Riddick somehow gets this? Shaving cream just as a troll?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I called that.
But it's like really good. It's really, really good shaving cream. Like really good quality.
Look, hey, Bizzle, I'm gonna level with you here. I'm bald, and you're the opposite. Your locks are Your locks are so luscious. There was no way that I saw you taking the side of the baldies, and I knew this. So it's so.
I didn't bet on any of these guys winning. I'm hair. I don't see hair. I don't see hair, my man.
I bet you don't. I bet you don't.
So I'm an ally. Okay, I'm an ally.
Oh,
bro.
I bet. Yeah, you're not only a member of the Hair Club for Men, you're also a donor. And oh, come on now, John Wick. John Wick now
$1
dangling up up onto the ropes. Jonah Hill, whose hair actually fluctuates.
Oh.
And now this is getting out of hand. Jonah Hill has taken a lot of punishment here tonight that he has not deserved.
He's moving. I don't donate $1 to the Shave Club. I donate $10.
Yeah, I bet. You throwing out Hamiltons, huh? You throwing out some hammies?
Just checking them out there.
You're not going to understand why that joke is so funny, but that's folks, don't be afraid to throw out some Hamiltons to businesses you like. That's all I'm going to say.
Facts alone, facts.
I bet Agent 47 wishes that there was someone willing to throw him Hamiltons. Meanwhile, the cover and now look at that. And John Wick said, no, beat him with the Matrix. He said, beat him with the Matrix. I heard him right from here. He said, don't win on that. And oh, God. Well, you ask and you shall receive.
Oh, my God.
We heard it here from ringside. A third Matrix. There's no way Riddick's getting up on 3 of them. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3.
God.
This ain't right, man. As John Wick surprised us all with an appearance here tonight to help his Keanu compatriot, Neo, secure victory against the former Shades of Black.
Damn.
And what is to come of this? You have to know when Agent 47 is done driving the long drive back to base, he's going to want to have a long talk with these guys. I get the feeling, AB, this is far from over.
Oh, no, he's going to be mad. He's going to be real mad. Here's your shaving cream. I can't wait to use this myself.
Yeah, I bet. Well,
I'll be back, y'all.
Well, hey, Bizzle, it's time. It's time for the main event as he gets up to make his grandiose entrance. As he goes, and you got that camera up on you. You ready? All right, he's off. He's off. And here we are, folks. Here we are, the main event of the evening. Exceed Championship match, the ABP title as it was renamed by Abizzle, who you're going to hear come down to the ring in just a second. The man he beat for it back at the barbecue, or actually at No Man's Land, it was in fact Sephiroth. Here comes Sephiroth down to the ring, the challenger, who is looking to get his championship back. And this poor guy has been on the wrong end of injustice for the better part of 2 years. You want to talk about his TAW struggles he's been having against Bane that have been taking over the majority of his time in TAW, while somehow balancing getting the hell beaten out of him by Eclipse and winning that TLC match that a good number of people saw. Really impressive how many people were involved in that. And Sephiroth, who has earned some success here and a lot of respect from the fans. You want to talk, we were talking about hair a second ago. The man who had literally founded the Hair Club for Men in Sephiroth. This guy here looking to get his championship back. And there you see him motion for it, folks. He wants that belt back from Abizzle, who also had Eclipse attack Sephiroth in the back before the match and then had a hell of a match with him. It took 3 AB plexes. And Sephiroth, who is continually in a state of pain, given how much brutality he suffers on a daily basis. But here comes the champ.
Yeah, I'm hitting that right.
Here comes the champ. Here he is. Abizzle, as he's walking down, and I told you, that's a nice suit. That's a nice-ass suit, and even nicer is the belt.
Beat that ass. Punk ass don't get that beat.
And Abizzle, you can hear him out here, folks. He's got his microphone on him. As we've got his way down to the ring, and you have to admire how physically he has really stepped up to the plate in CIW. He's gotten in tremendous shape over the past several years. Remember, he used to wear a singlet because he had a big flabba-dab of a gut? No, those days are gone. He's stripping every match he's in now.
Whoop it ass.
His confidence is at an all-time high, and there's no doubt about that. It's the place it's got to be.
You and me, announcer, we're going after. We're going to have a... you smell that?
Yeah. I smell what you're cooking, buddy. I smell it. Yeah, hey, trust me. I've been smelling that since you sat down here at the table. But this man, he's got his work cut out for him because Sephiroth is very, very motivated. He is ready for this. But you know what? This is Abizzle's second title defense because Abizzle's been nonstop about champions have to defend their belts on the reg. He's been pretty adamant about that since he's taken over. Beat Captain Planet a week after No Man's Land to prove that point.
Fuck this guy up,
and folks, that's where it's all about.
Beautiful.
That's what it is. It's that ABP Championship. Worth $50,000, folks. 50K went into that belt. It's so beautiful. And that moon tattoo from Abizzle. And here we go.
What? Come here.
Now collar and elbow tie-up. Or I thought a collar and elbow tie-up, but it turned into a headlock. Now Abizzle counters into a collar and elbow tie-up. Here in your main event of day 1. Folks, stay tuned for day 2 with the CIW Heavyweight Championship on the line. Iron Man match. Symbiote Spider-Man versus Aquaman. The Heroes of Fortune Implosion. The Women's Championship on the line. Wonder Woman against the Pink Ranger, amongst other major matches. Now, crossface. And you can hear Abizzle howling in pain. As he is definitely did not appreciate that right to the dome. And Sephiroth, he's going to have to eliminate the vertical base here if he wants to succeed. Now Abizzle, there we go. Oh, God, and now a counter there from Sephiroth right into that right knee. And poke to the eyes.
Ow, you bastard.
Hey, you can't see, you can't fight. That's a hard thing to come across. But Sephiroth, there's a lot of personal animosity between these two, given the state of how the title was lost, how that TLC with Eclipse went, the booking that really cost him his championship gold. But Abizzle's countering a lot of what Sephiroth's bringing to the table here. And he didn't miss that punch though. Right into the mush. And a drop kick. And boy, Sephiroth's coming at him hot and heavy here in the early going.
Hey, you good, Jonah? Okay.
And now here going checking on that. Of course, Abizzle checking, making sure that his GME stock is still in position. He made sure this is something that he's actually added. Every referee has to carry a spreadsheet with them. That's a major thing. Like he goes over and tests, like, let me see it. Oh God, thrashing his head. And Abizzle might be seeing double on those charts now. And Sephiroth looked like he was going to go for the Earth Killer there, but Abizzle saw it coming. Now, a counter with a right hand. The ABP Championship on the line here in your main event of day 1 of Autumn Asylum.
Beat your ass, boy.
And now,
give me that knee.
Now kicks now to the leg. that left leg, wants to stop that Earth Killer, both the submission version and the face buster version. Abizzle with that devastating AB Plex. We've seen it beat a number of individuals. And now just gathering head, now kicks to the side. The big kicks to the side, and he's trying to wear down that stomach area. You know, the biggest thing that Abizzle's worked on is that core strength. Oh, and now a counter. A counter here, and now, oh, and a punch to the head. And Sephiroth focusing on the dome, definitely. Here, and now, oh, and a rake to the eyes by Abizzle.
Yeah.
Turns out fair play. And, oh, no.
What's the stock? GME.
Yeah, nice dragon screw. A big dragon screw. And Abizzle, you know, his cardio is in such great shape now. He uses the Stairmaster all the time. You know, he's not even breaking a sweat in there yet. And, oh, God, and look at the contortion of the head of Sephiroth. In that
what is it? How much money is there in there? How many shares you got?
Sephiroth going to tap your Exceeds title on the line. And it's hard to unlearn Exceeds title and just switch it for ABP title, but that Abizzle insisted on. New belt, new title, new name. So it is the formerly Exceeds title, and low blow, message sent, and now an AB Plex. That is AB's favorite combination. Kick to the balls, or punch to the balls, cover one to retain the title, two, and only two. Sephiroth kicks out. And Abizzle not a happy camper.
You motherfucker.
As it took a few of them a hair flip, and now Sephiroth went to get Abizzle on the ropes. Abizzle coming back pretty quick from that. And now, wait a second. And, the flatliner of Sephiroth's own. And Sephiroth getting him right back up. Oh, what a spear! A spear, and now punches to the head. As Abizzle, his eyebrows are got to be twitching by the amount of just knuckles that he's taken to the dome.
Good job, buddy.
And now, oh God, punches to the back as Sephiroth. It's almost like that AB Plex woke him up a little bit.
Just making me angry.
And he's trying, and now more kicks to the knees. There's kicks to the fragile knees, but you know, you eliminate that vertical base. It's a lot harder to get that AB Plex because you got to use those knees to really lift them up to set them up and across. So Abizzle, you know, he knows how important that leg day is. He knows for sure. Oh God, what is this? And Abizzle, look at the power of Abizzle. He's got Sephiroth up and a buckle bomb, a razor's edge buckle bomb to Sephiroth. And boy, that could be long-term neck damage. That could be spinal damage. God, a vicious move there from Abizzle, but that's what championship gold is all about. And now a half Boston Crab, a half Haven Crab, we'll call it.
Wait. Now you ain't gonna tap PJ.
And now Abizzle, he's starting to regain his strength. The smirk that he had walking down here is beginning to reappear on the face of Abizzle.
Plus your knees.
And now again, oh God, and now just wrapping the leg against the knee as Sephiroth, his legs are getting us. Oh, what a back elbow counter! Abizzle jumped right on it.
What the fuck do you think this is?
And what an incredible reaction that was. Sephiroth trying to get back into this as Abizzle has just, every time Sephiroth has started to get going, Abizzle has been right there to get right back on the offense.
My elbow, your face.
Another elbow, and now a collar and elbow tie-up, and another low blow. Come on! Another low blow and an AB Plex right in the center of the ring. The cover here, 1, 2, 3. He got him.
Let's go.
And it always has to be with a low blow because Abizzle always has to send a message. But that's my partner. And that is the ABP champion. And the reign of Abizzle continues. The only member of Tenacious to actually be doing something. Thank you all for coming to this Autumn Asylum Day 1. Your champion, Abizzle, retains. We will see you tomorrow for Day 2. Championships on the line. Personal grudge feuds going up. Abizzle, he is feeling like a happy man. I'm looking forward to the after party here tonight. No lube included. We'll see you next time.